Today at 6, are England's mental health services failing children? We follow the case of one 16-year-old girl with autism. Molly has spent months in this small general hospital room when what she's desperately needed is specialised care.
The hospital room is like a small box and you're not allowed to leave, and there's phones going off, alarms, children screaming.
Campaigners say there is a crisis in mental health services for children. Also on the programme, Prince Harry claims his relationship with Chelsea Davy broke up because of illegal intrusion by tabloid papers into his private life. The unsolved murder of private detective Daniel Morgan in 1987. The Met Police apologise for failing to disclose dozens of documents relating to the case. And Eurovision mania in full swing in Liverpool, and it's still 3 days till the final.
A cross-party panel of MPs will investigate the policing of anti-monarchy protests at the coronation. The Metropolitan Police have been criticised for their tactics after 6 members of the group Republic were arrested on their way to a demonstration. Met Commissioner Sir Mark Rowley yesterday defended the arrest during what he called a fast-moving operational context. New research suggests that hundreds of thousands of people are being prescribed antidepressants for chronic pain without sufficient evidence they work. The researchers have urged people not to come off their drugs but to speak to a GP if they have concerns. And households are set to save £440 a year on their energy bills from July. The Ofgem price cap, which sets energy bill prices for most of Britain, is expected to fall in July to just under £2,063 a year for average use. That's according to analysts at Cornwall Insight.
Daniel Morgan's brother tells this programme why he's not surprised to learn that dozens of documents relating to his brother's death have been found in a police cabinet.
I've had so many apologies from the Met, I can fill a pillowcase with them, you know? So, I mean, it's just... What can I say, you know?
Also coming up on the programme this evening. After being held hostage on a plane, we meet the Londoner who met his hijacker, who told him why his life was spared. An increasingly common sight across London. Now there are plans to force e-bike users to park them more responsibly. And we're at London's only commercial vineyard that's struggling to stay open.
Because of 3 years of bad weather, the crop hasn't performed as it should have done, and there's a shortage of crucial technology that's required to pick these grapes.
If you ride an electric bike around London's West End, you could soon face a fine for not parking it in one of the area's new docks. Westminster Council is looking at installing up to 250 docks for e-bikes after complaints the bikes are often left blocking pavements. They say the way they are currently discarded in the streets causes an imminent risk to public safety. The protest group Just Stop Oil took to London streets again earlier today, this time stopping traffic near Moorgate tube station at rush hour. They marched through the city from Mansion House but were moved to the pavements after police threatened them with arrest. And there will be 39 new electric vehicle charging bays across 24 locations in South London by the end of 2024. The chargers will be installed on routes used by commercial vehicles like taxis and freight in the hope of meeting London's 2030 net zero target.
2 men who murdered a 16-year-old boy in West London Park after mistaking him for a rival gang member have been jailed for life. Rishmeet Singh, who fled to the UK 2 years earlier from Afghanistan after the Taliban killed his father, was attacked in Southall in 2021. A group of MPs will review how protests were policed during Saturday's coronation. Westminster Council has demanded the Metropolitan Police apologises to 3 women arrested before the event who were planning to hand out rape alarms. The force says it feared the alarms may be used by protesters to disrupt the procession. More than 20 homes have been evacuated after flash flooding in Essex overnight. Heavy rain fell in parts of Old Harlow. The council is now helping to clean streets and is offering residents sandbags in case of further rain.